Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm doing this nice soft brown winged liner with a softer red lip. If you watched my video a couple of weeks ago where I did the quite orangey toned eyes with the quite orangey reddy lip, this is basically a toned down version. So if you thought if you like the look of that one but thought it was too bold, this is an alternative version of it really. So I went in with the Hello Sunday primer as always, and for foundation today I went in with the Kiko Insta Moisture Glow foundation. To mix things up a little bit, I went in with the Milk, I think this is the Susnshine Brightening Under Eye Concealer. It's quite a light, thin formula, but I think it gives a good amount of coverage. So I just pop that into my usual areas for today. I'm just using a Real Techniques Insta Pop brush for that. Then for bronzer today, I'm using Dr. Haushcka translucent bronzing tint. I fancy just a hint of a bronze today and nothing too heavy, so I thought going in with this would be a good option. So I'm taking my Real Techniques sculpting brush and just stippling onto the areas I usually would bronze, around the perimeters, and just give a slightly lighter effect on the skin. For blusher, RMS Lip to Cheek in Beloved. I wanted actually a bit more heavy on the blush, so I did go a little bit heavy on the blush, and I do tone it down slightly with my foundation brush, just using the excess, but I do want a bit more of a blush with this look. So obviously just adjust this to kind of your preference. And then to set in place, I'm taking the Madara translucent powder. I'm just doing under the eyes and then setting the T-zone area. And then final setting with the e.l.f. micro setting spray. Brows I don't show on camera because it's kind of my usual thing. But for eyes, I go in with the Ilia Eye Stylus and Noble onto the upper and lower lash line, but mainly on the outer portion. I don't bother priming my eyes for this look. I didn't think it was needed. So I don't put this on very precisely. I just kind of run it along the lash lines. But again, I'm just focusing purely on the outer portion. Then I take a fluffy brush just to blend this out and create kind of a subtle smoke with it. So like I said, this is a slightly more toned down version of the really bold look I did the other day. And then going in with the Illamasqua gel liner and Oblique, I'm taking out a pencil brush, and again I'm doing the exact same thing, running along the lash line for the upper and lower, mainly on the outer portion, but I'm not bringing it quite as far out, so I'm keeping it a bit more concentrated around the lash line. And I do go ahead and just flick it out ever so slightly. I kind of flick it out from the lower lash line upwards, just to get kind of the right angle for what I was after, but it's a very soft liner look for this. And then to finish off, using the Ilia brown mascara. So this is Before Dawn. I do layer the upper and lower lashes with this. Onto lips. So I'm actually taking the Benecos lip liner in brown first. I just fancy going in with a slightly different toned lip liner than compared to the lips that I'm going to use. This creates a bit of a softer red lip, I thought. And I just smudge it slightly just so it's a bit less precise around the lip line. And then I actually go back in with the RMS product and I tap it in to lips and slowly build it up that way. So yeah, just a really soft, bit more natural looking red lip. I keep it quite smudged just to give a bit more of that natural look as well. And that's it. That completes this look. So a bit of a softer version, like I said, from the look a couple of weeks ago. But still really pretty. But I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.